I know. That's why I asked. Next one will be Beast. Don't worry. Story. Single player. Tactician. Honor. Begin. Honor mode. Stuff. Chance to redeem Red Prince. Yeah, but we're playing him as a mage this time, so different. We're doing Pyro, as Hansen. I already said. We'll run Beast as our battle mage next time. Is it that went wrong with the death? Yeah, their mage had like I want to say like 40 magic armor remaining. I didn't hit it with the right amount of spells. ShamWows, that means solo fighter mage. Fighter mage multi. Ran Red Prince Pyro is neat. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Prince has Scholar Tag. Yeah, that's true. He does. All right, start a build every time is Pyrokinetic, Polymorph, Thievery. Starting spells, as always, Haste, Peace of Mind, Chameleon Cloak. Take the 2 points in Strength. Constitution is pointless. Intelligence and Wits. What's going on, Nikki? Pyro plus the Breathe Fire ability? Yeah, it should be pretty good. I think of telekinesis or innate chest strat. The easiest way to win the game, most boring to watch. The 2 points in strength are so I can lift a Deathfog Barrel. Alright, let's change what our boy looks like. Unfortunately, I can't make him non-red, because that would be the funniest bit. But let's mess with his hair and his face. Thanks so much for the resubscribe. Really appreciate you. 2 months now. Really appreciate the support. Please enjoy your next month of ad-free viewing and tier 1 emotes. Welcome back, bud. Thank you. Thanks for being a wonderful community member. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Got hyped for the new character? That's awesome. All right. Oh, I better do the same, by the way, since we died. Let's go ahead and do what I do. Remember, every time I die and have to restart, this is a way that I can prevent myself from playing like an idiot too often. Hey, Bebo. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Dwarf's tune is even cooler. Huh. Alrighty. And there it goes. Wayne Nadu. Congrats! You are the lucky recipient of a gift sub for the next month. You get ad-free viewing. You get tier 1 emotes. Awesome. Cool. Okay, great. Let's get going. What penguin? Yeah, we finished 4 of these things now. Alistair, thanks so much for the subscription tier 1. That's really generous. Thank you. Thank you for that support. Please enjoy your ad-free viewing tier 1 emotes. You know how some Twitch streamers have, some streamers have, like, names for what their, like, subscription communities are like? I tried to think of, like, whether or not I wanted to do that, and I honestly could not think of anything that made any sense. We may end up using this from time to time, but honestly not all that often. Does gifting subs cost me actual money? Yeah. The minutes in the power hour? Oh god. Yeah, I thought about doing like a pun like that, but that's what I'm saying. Like it just doesn't even feel natural. Doesn't even feel natural. Assumed it was free. Remember, Twitch is a subsidiary of Amazon, Bim. And that is where I'll leave it. Don't want Jeff Bezos to come over here and slap me around, you know? Where's my scarves? It's not cold enough. Honestly, like, again, I wore the scarves when I was cold. If I wear them when I'm warm, I'll just be uncomfortable. Clocked community? Good grief. Again, I appreciate puns as much as the next person. It just doesn't feel natural at all for me. So, I'll just hold off on that sort of thing for now. Or I could call you guys helping hands. Get it? Because hands of a clock, right? And then we have the you know, we have the I'm helping emote. Just be like, oh, welcome to the helping hands. Oh god, it's just so, like, even that, like, that's clever in my mind, but it's also just so stupid. Like, like why? Why do I even bother? The Minutemen? Yeah. Ow, puppy. Rude. What if we're digital, though? Imagine using digital clocks in 2021. Come on now. Don't be a ridiculous action hero. Not helping hand. Marks only fans. Oh no. Telekinesis ornate chest strat is basically the way that telekinesis is. You can use telekinesis to do damage Zen burning, and it's calculated at half the. So like if I use telekinesis to move an object around, and I dropped it on somebody's head, half of that weight would be dealt as damage. So if you take an ornate chest, which you could fill it with, like, 8 million pounds of stuff, literally thousands of pounds of things. Oh wow, Fane is being a super big help here. Fane just bombed them for me. Thanks, I didn't even need to do it. Fane, what a bro. We'll make sure to burn him alive later. And thanks. Did I say that out loud? To finish that thought, so an ornate chest is unbreakable. So that's a big part of the reason why it works. So you fill the ornate chest with, like King Worm is saying, with barrels, for example, and then you go and take it for a walk. You just walk it alongside you with telekinesis. With telekinesis, you can move things around no matter what their carry weight is. If you need to go in and out of rooms, then you just kind of put it in your inventory. As long as you're right next to the exit, then you go outside. You put it back next to you and then walk it along. The more points in telekinesis you have, the further along you can fling it, which is good. Makes it so that you don't have to, you know, micromanage it as closely. And like I said, it is the easiest way. It's intentional. It's intentional. It's not a bug. It's the way that telekinesis is meant to be done. But I mean, even what I'm describing, it's right. Yeah. But again, if you're doing it solo, Kisat, yeah, you could just have someone holding it and run back and forth, of course. But that's you know, for a solo build, it would basically just be me running around and then just dropping that bag on everything with no repercussions at all. The only times you run into any danger whatsoever is if you come across something that has retribution. Everything else, you just kill without a second thought. It's just one hit KOing literally everything that you come across in the game, as long as you continue to fill stuff. Fill your ornate chest with stuff. So I will never do that for you guys, because it is far and away the most boring thing that you could do. So you won't see me doing that build on this channel. Where the heck is the Magister that I'm looking for? Supposed to be an unconscious Magister on the ground, and I do not see her. I would like for her to be around somewhere. If you guys spot her for me, please let me know. I genuinely do not see her. C1 got aggroed and ran off up here? What do you mean? You can't go up this way. This way is blocked off. Into that room, not up the stairs. Oh. Hang on. Look at this. Look at her. Frickin' camouflaged herself trying to get out of getting killed for 100 experience. Thanks, Cassette. I would not have spotted that. I can't even tell if we're hurting her, by the way. Like, I think we are. Oh, there she is. Okay. There's. Now we can target her. Sorry, I need to update exclamation build. You're right. Thank goodness. Here, let's Nope, not Sparkmaster. No, this plays very different than the Sparkmaster that you might be thinking of. Ew, Bim, come on. That's unnecessary. Yuck. Excuse me, sneeze coming. Fine. I'll come back and knock this thing down when I get a fire wand. Goodness. For whatever reason, poison doesn't hurt doors, which is really weird and dumb. Never really understood the reason that that is the case. Thank you, Kingworm. We can remove this. We don't need that. At least we don't have another thing about if n is like my pre-buff sequence doesn't include use the bow to shoot the door down. Yeah, you're not wrong. Let's do that. Why not? So pre-buffs is just bedroll peace of mind haste, as opposed to including encourage as part of it. Oversized orange. It doesn't need to be divinity related. That's the thing, right?
Towards his blade. The Magister's companion, Rick's Rick.
But again, I like where your heads are at. But like I said, I'm not super concerned about like actually coming up with a name for this. It's not necessary. So Red Prince synergizes pretty well with Pyro Geo. Obviously, you guys see Fire Breath being used to help create explosions. Of course, once we get our hands on a Fire Wand, that will make our job even easier. Mercifully, there is a Fire Wand upstairs. Minesweeper Fan Club? Oh god. That's all good. Alright. Anyone that was fun to absolutely ignore the Black Pits fight? Why? We can just do it. Hit the oil ones with fire and hit the fire ones with oil. We'll do the fight. Why not? It'll take us a while, but usually by the time I do the Black Pits fight anyway, we're pretty well leveled. Should be easy enough. Okay, those of you that were asking why I took a point in strength early, it's because you need 13 strength or telekinesis in order to lift a Death Fog barrel. I want 1, so we're gonna go ahead, peace of mind and haste, and we're gonna run right on in there and grab 1 barrel for ourselves.
The market you did the door grown.
Grabbed it and go. So we are the proud owners of 1 Death Fog barrel. We'll use it a little bit later in Act 1. What is that? Soup? Trying to do the black pits on level? Yeah, you definitely don't do that. Yeah, we'll probably do that at like level 15. Oh, I forgot to pre-buff before I walked up here. Whoops. Oh well. Good morning, Haven. Nope. Not so much. Continued my streak of playing like a dummy from yesterday, right into today, unfortunately. Therefore, we are restarting. The good news is Pyro Geo is very... I feel like it's a lot easier to play this class than it is to play Arrow Hydro. No Lone Wolf. So just a non-Lone Wolf build. So solo, but no Lone Wolf. How's CC on this build? It's good enough, Truck. It's good enough to hold things in place until they're already dead. I'll explain that as we get to the next act. Death is good CC? Yeah, he's absolutely right about that. What's going on, Diego? Welcome on in. I'm doing alright, thanks. How are you doing? No, go attack the one that I can't see. I do not need your help attacking these ones. Take one in Thievery. Level 2, we'll go ahead and take a point in Scoundrel. Level 3, we'll take a point in Geo. Level 4, we'll take a point in Huntsman. That's where this is heading. Talents are we going this run? Torture is the first one. And then we can start seeing about stuff like Elemental Affinity, etc. But Torture is the one that is going to help us crush through Act 1. Alright. All good here. And let's get moving. Lamburst, I played like an idiot and got myself killed. By just some random magisters in the Black Pits. It wasn't even a fight that I should have been in any danger in, but just goes to show that playing Arrow Hydro, especially without a shield, is a pretty dangerous task. Like, yeah, we had a lot of damage, but I allowed my opponents a chance to hit me, and they hit me. I'm not missing anything, right? I have my barrel? Okay, good. Let's go. Did we succeed with the previous character? No. Nope, it died. It died in Act 2, sadly. No, the dwarf made it, but he's asking about the Arrow Hydro Mage that we were just playing. It's all good. Remember, killing kids is not okay. Stealing from kids, just fine. Oh, I see what you mean. No. The Dwarven Defender guy... Yeah, the Retribution Dwarf definitely survived. The only problem is he broke the game at the very end. We did so well that the game was unable to complete. We soft locked the game. So yeah, that one was successful. Yeah, we interpreted that one differently, Kisat, but I think your interpretation is correct. Alright, Sir Laura, get the heck out of here.
The squirrel.
Bye. See you later. And by later, I mean never. Solo honor mode run without any kind of invis skills or potions? Sure, Zen Burning, if you want to take Escapist. Sure. But that's not a fun way to play the game either. If you do that, you just take Escapist, and then you kill one opponent, and then you leave the fight, and then you come back. And you kill the next opponent, leave the fight, come back. Doable, sure. But fun to play? Probably not. Fun to watch? Very doubtful. I know that I explained what we do, or like why the cat needs to... There we go. See you later, cat. More boring run than the ornate chest? Yeah, it'd give it a run for its money for sure. Pickpocket kids? Sure, I'll take that mug of beer. Thanks, kiddo. Later. Didn't get a lockpick, unfortunately, but there's still one more kid that may have one. Take the arrow. Don't need a shovel, because lizards can dig things up. You wanna autocorrect? I'm praying that that's an autocorrect mistake action. Unequip this thing, because we're about to fight an enemy that can... heal from poison damage. Wakey wakey. How do you think this guy died? And who buried him? I bet you it was Fane. I'm gonna... Let's just go ahead and say it was Fane. They're a better race than the others in Divinity. Kind of depends on what your character is sort of supposed to be, but in general, Elf is really freaking good because Flesh Sacrifice. But humans are also pretty good because humans get extra crit chance, so that's pretty good. So any undead human or regular human. Those, in my opinion, are the strongest ones. And you can make arguments for either. But Elf is extremely powerful. Alright, yeah, so Fane definitely killed yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right. Except Ifan. What's going on, Dave? Everyone say hi to the actual best Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 player that there is. Daviorn right there. Know you, Dev. Stop it. Are you back at it? Are you back at the runs? How you been doing, dude? He was what? What'd he say about me? What'd that dude say about me? I'm actually curious. Oh, right, sorry. I'm not supposed to have this on because I'm trying to... Dav's got me all distracted, dude. There we go. So for those of you who aren't familiar, Daviorn is a challenge runner. He does Baldur's Gate on the actual hardest difficulty that you can. He turns up the modded Sword Coast stratagems all the way up to whatever its max difficulty is, and then he kicks the game's ass back and forth. Really, really knowledgeable dude. Has lots of great content that he does. Hang on, these pants are actually better. Oops. Get that out of here. His beard is bigger than mine? Yeah, well, that is objectively true. Diego, if you're asking about the elf or human question, any class? Yeah, basically. Dav plays as a... Okay, well, alright. Sure. Thanks, I suppose. You just put all yours somewhere else. There's a difference. Hang on.
You hear a small whimper. She looks up at you.
Because you're a master. Gee, you don't sound like a master. How do you know?
Give me experience. Thank you. Yeah, Daviorn plays as all different classes, and he has. I don't know where he pulls all these mods from. I think he makes some of the like sound and character sets for himself as well. Similar to, you know, how I made the Ben Wyatt one for my Baldur's Gate runs. I think Daviorn has some that he's. Have you made those yourself, or do you find them from like some sort of mod nexus? Where does that all come from? All viewers? See, that's pretty awesome. That's a great community, dude. But you've been doing this for a really long time. How long have you been doing your stuff from? Three years? Damn, dude. It's really good to see. Now, so he definitely allows himself to take damage. So there is a difference between the content that Dav does and the content that I do. I do not trust myself on SCS yet. And I don't even know if it's possible to do no damage stuff on SCS the way that he plays it. Some of the stuff that he fights is just ridiculous. You know, I haven't actually, as long as I've been playing Baldur's Gate, I've never actually installed any mods for the thing. The only time I did was to remove the experience point cap, and then I realized that removing the XP cap wasn't actually fun, and then I stopped. Oh shit. I think I might have just got myself killed. I forgot. I needed to go invis. Oh. Alright, I think we'll survive here. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Alright, now I better go invis for sure. I think if there was a third turtle, I would have actually got myself killed. I'm playing distracted. It's fine. It's fine early game. Because we've done Fort Joy enough times. I didn't get any lockpicks, though. I was really hoping I would. Whip. Whip. Water essence. I guess we'll keep intestines as well. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's get rid of Unis, and then we can move into the fort and start going from there. Hey, thanks, Daviorn. Guys, if you are interested in seeing someone take Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 to the max, consider giving Daviorn a follow. Actually, really, really good.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late!
The elf.
I fear this happens. How else does she take us without bribing every guard in this place?
What?
I save a reserve just in case. Here. She says there is a tell her we...
Oh my god. She just gave us this pouch? What the f... Okay. Wow, I had no idea that that would actually happen. The heck? Oh my gosh, the little girl's not even involved? I am so... This is really rare territory that we found ourselves in here. I love it. It seems to be a line of sight issue, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. I'm just surprised that this has happened. I love that we always find ways to have new things happen. What's going on? I thought I delayed turn. Why can I not? And I also can't cast any spells? What's going on with my character? Huh. That was odd. Alright, well hopefully she doesn't kill me. Oh, great. This is just a bizarre sequence of events here. Is she still gonna cast her magic shell? Yeah, she did. Wow. And then it skipped Unis's turn and then just gave it directly to me. This is very strange. But whatever, we got our XP. And we got a hat. Nice. Did I die? Hey, Rock Pony. Yeah. Exclamation point death. If it looks like I'm not in the place where I'm supposed to be, exclamation point death, and you can see what happened. I've done a little bit better job of updating all that. Alright, so our goal here, of course, early on is to get to about level 4, which will allow us to start really being able to cast our spells. And we're going to need a lot of memory. Just like the last build, we're going to need a lot of memory. So there is a lot of stuff we have to do in order to make this work.
You there? Haven't you slipped? It is a...
But I did put down my Death Fog barrel there, which is good, because now I can carry 95 more kilograms. What's the new champ? Exclamation point build will help with that information as well. I don't mind repeating myself. I just, you know, sometimes I like to make it so that that information is a little bit easier to find. But yeah, we're doing a Pyro Geo. This is exciting because I haven't played a Pyro Geo in a very long time, actually. So this will be good. This will be all kinds of fun, I hope. Unequipping our wands, because if we do too much damage to these guys, they'll actually go hostile to us. And I only want them to be angry at us before I attack them as part of the next piece of this.
You, an intense, just stand alone. The fire, the elf smiles and
follow me. There is a.
Yeah. Right, that's, I mean, we're all on the same page. Everyone's happy here. But Mark, Elodie is on your team. Yeah, but she's also worth experience. The point of making these guys angry? Because I want her to be involved in the fight, Zen Burning. I'm doubling up on experience. I'm getting the experience for helping her and for killing her at the same time. And so what happens is because she runs off after you help her, she runs off to her cave, right? Will I use sparks again? No sparks in this build. This is Pyro Geo, not Battle Mage. Two very different builds. So you know how she runs off back to her cave, and she'll like give you a reward and stuff there. I'm attacking these guys so that they come into combat with me, but since she's still in the area, she will rejoin the combat instead of continuing to her cave. If I hadn't angered these guys first, then I would have had to spend 2 times attacking them. She would have already left, and I would be unable to do what I'm doing right now. And what is it exactly that I'm doing? Well, I'm making Elodie disappear. Because that is going to give me more experience. And it's, again, Act 1 is the most optimized for our XP overall sort of thing. So there you see, 250 and then another 300 on top of that. Converting her HP into XP, yeah, that's very, very accurate, honestly. And of course we still get to fight against these guys. And I will happily let them fight against Ifan. If it means they're not attacking me. I don't even care if he dies. But sometimes he'll help us win. So there we go. Combat 1. And we go. All right, let's go ahead and make friends with Nobora and see if she's got any rings that we like.
Manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
What's the currency course? Sorry. I'm not sure I understand the question. So Necromancer doesn't give us anything for this build, so I'm gonna go ahead and not take that, but I can at least sell her stuff. Lots of stuff, in fact.
And what'd you ask?
Keep moving.
Heading into the long, but she now look at you. Until then.
Yeah. We take from her.
Hey, you're a little light in your trunk, ain't you? Who can blame you with the garbage they got for sale
Make
round
friends
here?
with Hilda. Because we are going to be buying stuff from her. Like adrenaline. And chloroform. Sell the healing potions, sell the poison potions. Don't need any of those.
Why don't you take a gad?
Alright, great. Move on. And I'd like to learn adrenaline. Let's keep moving.
The creature he. You now.
Okay, cut the arrow. Equip this ring so that we can heal. Just waiting for her to stop wondering about the robbery. What's going on? What's she doing with her hands? How don't I get bored doing the same quest each time? The game's really good. I don't know. I have a real explanation for that.
Frightfully busy at the moment, you poor fellow.
Again, getting double experience for that quest. So we both gave her alcohol, which is meant for her to put him out of his misery, but we also healed him, so we got the experience for both of those things. And now we're gonna get exploration experience. By going down here, and that was enough to level us up. Awesome, so we are now level 3. We get a new talent, and we're going to spend it on Torturer. The reason that we want Torturer is because stuff that's burning gets reduced fire resistance. So if we lead off with an Ignition or a Fire Breath, sorry, Dragon's Blaze, if we lead off with one of those spells, then any spells that we follow that with are going to do increased fire damage, because now burning is not blocked by magic armor. Furthermore, Entangled is not blocked by magic armor, which makes Worm Tremor one of the best spells in the game for us. Once you combine Worm Tremor with Torturer, then you can keep things rooted for many turns, because Torturer also increases the number of turns. Their duration is extended by 1 turn. So that includes... what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and take Geomancer at this level, and then at the next level we'll take Huntsman. And I'm going to start taking Memory as well, because, like I said, we have a lot of spells that we need to do. There are... I do not know the names exactly, but I know that there are a number of different, mods that will make the game more difficult. I just haven't played with them. I tend to play most games with no mods. Return to Fort Joy Square and see if this lady does have any rings that we're interested in. She always sells 1 magic ring, and that got upgraded.
The woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption
Nope.
fitted
Nothing.
with 5 long metal skewers.
All right.
She
Well, at
doesn't
least we
look
can
up
sell her
as you
stuff.
approach.
What'd you ask?
We can also check with Hilda to see if she's picked up anything that gives plus thievery. If she does, then I would like to have that as well. Having 3 in thievery is far better than having 2 in thievery, especially for stealing.
Hey,
So let's see if she
you're a little
has...
light in your trunk, ain't you? Who could blame you with the garbage they got
Plus
to
1
sell
huntsman.
around here?
I mean, plus 1 huntsman's fine. We can roll with that for the moment. Yeah,
Why don't you take a...
I've seen worse.
You.
Oh yeah, the lizard hats are very strange all the way around, but especially the mage lizard hats are just super weird. I'll leave it just because, but sometimes I don't like looking at it. But yeah, he definitely looks goofy. Definitely looks like a goofy fella. That's all good. He's our goofy prince, you know? Okay. Yoink. You got a fire wand by chance? He does. I will take the fire wand and his money. Yeah, let's go. Remember, right now we're just relying on the combination of damage from our wands, so... That will change once we hit the next level. But for the moment, we're literally just auto-attacking.
But must I will I here.
Keep moving. A third point in thievery would be really nice before we hit level 4, just because that would allow me to steal all of the Pyro and Geo books. If we don't get it, that's fine, but if we do, that would be nice. But because of that, I'm not going to be stealing from either of those vendors. Not yet.
The young
Let's go talk to Griff. We're gonna buy his invisibility potion.
Griff is
What?
Purchase. Thank you.
he smell.
I'm listening. Oh, you sure? Leave him be.
Shut. And you no, he I finally Griff after.
Good morning, Kejmo.
Griff, you understand. Thank you.
How you doing today? Good to see you. Welcome on in. Waltz is not here, which means she might be out here.
You. Is in that are you at the there's no get.
I don't see her. Getting ready for work? Awesome. Hope you have a great day. Happy you can join us for a little bit. Oh, she's already back. All right, fine. We'll deal with her at another point. Let's continue Griff's quest. Bossarella, what's going on? How we doing? How we doing?
Yes. Thank you, being such that it is you. Just so that they... I see you, but... I cannot say. I do not know. For, see what I must know. It's quite... Then we shall meet in the great realm of dreams, where the whispers will reach there. Dear me, I want to aid you, of course, my lord. Indeed. The leaf... Should I partake of the leaf, prince? We will both know... Not... I'm torn, your highness. Hand it up. Don't the druid...
Okay, great. We'll get some more Drudene and do this part of his quest later. Yeah, Draco, that was not really RNG, unfortunately. It was just me being bad. Because I just needed to make sure that their mage was CC'd. And barring that, I needed to be invisible. And instead, I did neither of those things. And it wasn't great. It's not the way you wanna play. Ah, good. We isolated Waltz. Yeah, Kejma, I know that you can cheese that fight out, but I shouldn't have needed to do that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. That is a way to handle it. It just wasn't really necessary. I just needed to not play dumb. So isolating Waltz like this removes her, obviously, from the fight with Griff and his henchmen later, and literally nobody cares that she's dead. You do? Oh, well, okay. Fair enough.
Griff glances from his Griff.
Looks like everything's a cat. A kid. Your guy.
Oh, wow, we got the villain tag already? Eh.
It is done. I give you.
Hey, yeah, the community challenges are still going. Unfortunately, I cannot see what people are doing with the community challenges, so I can't, like, react to that at the moment. But, hopefully you guys are interested in some of that stuff. When is this likely to start? I'm not sure. Why? Is it, are they already complete? Or what? Baldur's Gate's at 88%? God damn, you guys. Well then, it might be pretty soon. Obviously, depending on how our runs are going, but that's really exciting. Oh, right. The stupid tent that we're standing in prevents me from hitting her with this spell. Alright, fine. I'll go into this. Bastarella, we have a community challenge going right now that it appears we're going to be meeting soon, wherein I will be doing a Baldur's Gate playthrough. It's been a while since we've done it, but very excited. Alright, we're gonna delay, and I'll attack her all at once. Get her. And then if we talk to Mr. Sleepy here, we get another 600 experience on top of the kill that we already did. Cool. Moving on. There is a guy that is here to assassinate us, and we're gonna steal his invisibility potion from him first, and then we can attack him. And we can also pick up a ruby from this dude.
Here you are. We are so start from it is.
Picking the two options for this dude gives us what we're looking for. Be great if this guy turned around. Okay, good. So I'm trying to sneak up on Narin here. Because I'd like to steal his invisibility potion as well. Yoink. Take all his other stuff too.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Them the time's up.
Ow. Rude. Very rude, my dude. Here. I'm gonna use this to gain a little bit of distance on him. So I can hit him from high ground here. Let's go ahead and delay. And then death from above. Again, the combination of fire and poison wands gets us really far. Another sneeze coming. Excuse me in advance. Ah. Alright. Where did what's her face run off to? Oh, she's standing on here.
The woman looked.
Haven't seen you around. You hear?
She.
You think some of us are you and they
Cut. She joined.
take care of.
Alright. Thanks for the little piece of equipment there. Unfortunately. You were worth experience. Why? Why were you worth experience? Speaking of things that are worth experience, here is a what does it take to piss off a crab around here? Exploration XP for coming up this direction. There is a rain scroll in here. A rain skill book. At least we can sell it alongside the rest of the stuff we just picked up. Then we'll prepare to fight against some crocodiles and get ourselves our teleport gloves. I know. Sad about the water boy. What's going on, Bishop? Hope you're doing well. So if you kill both of the crocodiles without anything else moving, you get basically 2 combats. So we get to treat the one with the teleport gloves as a separate combatant to the other ones because we killed his 2 friends and he was too far away for the fight to continue. It makes this a lot easier to deal with. Like, a lot easier to deal with. Hi, I'm so concerned to read your name aloud. I have not played Pathfinder Kingmaker. though I have heard very good things about it. Oh, it's all good. I just need to be careful about how I pronounce it, Idadiki. I hope that you can at least respect that. There's it's a pretty funny expression in English. If I pronounce it correctly, then I think we're fine. If I'm too lax about the pronunciation, then it sounds like I'm saying something else.
So, what's the news?
But welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
What do you mean?
Alright, so we sent him through. He's gone.
Don't disturb me again. And you have seen him, and you're...
She inspects the ring closely.
And now we're heroes. Yay. And we're in possession of the sparkler card, so we can go ahead and make friends with these guys. And by make friends, I mean take all their money.
You glance at your hand. Ralvo.
Now where go?
And then we will take their lives right after. Do I have an updated spreadsheet? No, unfortunately, I do tend to keep a lot of this stuff in memory. In, like, my own memory. So it may be a little bit difficult to, like, follow along in that way. And for that, I apologize. But if you have any questions about what it is that I'm doing, feel free to ask. I will do my best to explain. Or like if you have questions about a specific quest or something like that. I'm gonna put this one to sleep because she will try to heal herself. Her friends. Never mind. They're shooting fireballs at one another. Oh, right. He shot a fireball at her so that she could wake up. Wow. That's some big brain shit right there, actually. Did you see that? So he threw a fireball at her to wake her up, and then she threw a mosquito swarm at her friend to try and lifesteal. The AI just went full kamikaze on me. I love it. And it got them nowhere. Why not just punch her? I needed to go invis, Bishop. So I can't... unequipping and then punching her is not the move that I wanted to make. I was planning on going invis. But it's a good thought, as always. Y'all have really... Oh, the fireball guy? I didn't have enough AP to do all that. I didn't know that he was gonna fireball, but I really did appreciate that. Because he basically helped me kill his friends. That's why I thought it was funny. Alrighty, it's death fogging time. We've done everything that we need to do, especially that we've sent Gowan through the gates already, so he is through. He will not get interrupted by Death Fog. Sorry, maybe I did miss the point. What exactly are you guys trying to get from me? Uh-oh. Spoilers. No spoilers. Okay, total spoilers. Bye, Dallas. All right, we've blocked the door with Death Fog, so these guys cannot walk back through. Oh, you mean why didn't he do it? Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, you're right. Normally they do. But maybe it's because there was already fire on the ground and he didn't want to walk toward her. It was, I don't know. Or maybe they just hate each other. All kinds of in-universe explanations that would work. So dumping these guys into Death Fog gives me 2,900 experience for each, and these are guys that we would normally fight later on the Lady Vengeance, so we won't be seeing them there, but we're front-loading that experience, getting it early, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and take another point in Huntsman here. This is going to allow me to now focus on gear that gives intelligence, pyrokinetic, and geomancy, while also allowing me to have tactical retreat and extra high ground damage for all of my spells. And then, like I said, I need to take more points in memory. So we have a lot of work to do. No, don't walk in there, Visar. I mean, you can if you want, but... So since we leveled up, I'd like to check again and see if anyone has some thievery equipment. And by anyone, I mean Hilda specifically. Usually she's the one that we can hope to get thievery equipment from.
Hey, you're a little light in your trunk, ain't
And
ya?
no luck this
Who could
time,
blame you with the garbage
unfortunately.
they got? Why don't you take a...
We can check with this guy, but it's very unlikely that we get it. So what that means to me is that we're gonna have to buy a lot of the spells that we need, rather than being able to steal all of them.
The Red Demon, the exiled pig. I'd heard they'd sent you here, but I'd hoped you'd have drowned yourself before crossing my path.
The soldier looked...
No, I suppose the Red Prince... You should know we are nothing. Hello.
Okay. And of course we can check with Nobora and see what ring she's got, and then, like I said, let's start going around and getting all the spells that we need.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal,
This
the
one's
woman is
Scoundrel.
manipulating a
That's
glove-like
not any good for us,
fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
but at least we can identify
She
stuff.
doesn't look up as you approach.
And sell it. Sell. All of our crap that we don't need. We'll craft resurrection scrolls to sell. I can do that.
would you?
Okay. So now, 2 books that I want to buy from Butter and her friend Hilda are my teleport. Or actually, 2 teleports. We're going to be going ahead and grabbing.
Hey! You're a little light in your trunk, ain't you?
One of them, of course, is Cloak and Dagger. Famously good spell. We can sell the Reckoning in exchange.
Why don't you take a gap?
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
All right, and from Butter, I want to buy Tactical Retreat. No sense in paying her money just to get a small discount on one book that we're going to buy from her, so I'll just pay full price for this thing.
Soon!
Hey, Murkos. Yeah. So, the Hydro Arrow build is extremely powerful damage-wise, but the way that I was playing it, I couldn't afford any slip-ups, and I made one too many slip-ups. So, unfortunately,
A healer's walk is
that
never
resulted
done.
in bad things happening. I hope you're doing well. Hope your dinner was good. So, like I said, with only 3 points in Thievery, we're going to need to... Or, sorry, 2 points in Thievery. We're going to need to steal some of these books and then get the rest in another method. Let's go ahead and take Fireball and Supernova, I guess. Supernova is not a spell that I'm planning on using. But Fireball's really good. Then Supernova we're going to go ahead and combine with a... like so we get so we get the Explosive Trap. Steal from him. I'm gonna go ahead and take Fortify and Fossil Strike and Contamination. I will go ahead and learn Fossil Strike and Fortify, and then I'm going to combine these two to get Throw Dust. Throw Dust is an incredible spell, by the way. Now let me show you guys just how incredible this spell is. Because not only does it do damage and blind stuff if they don't have any magic armor, it also has a handy little side effect of clearing all surfaces and clouds in the area. Death Fog is an example of a cloud or surface that can be cleared using Throw Dust. Indeed, the Pocket Sand is extremely powerful. Let's go ahead and see what... ooh, that Hammer's Pet had a level 8 ring. Potentially very nice.
Power is power.
Aussie, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in. And now that we can teleport, we can go up here, go ahead and grab an item and get some exploration experience, and then continue. The item in question is this thing, the Viper's Tongue, which is an awesome weapon for anyone that is doing warfare stuff. Necromancers, in particular, would like something like this. Adds strength and +1 warfare, which is difficult to get on a weapon this early. But we'll just be using it to sell. That's right, Inspov. It is almost time for Worm Tremor. We've got to get ourselves a little bit more money first, but yeah, we have a lot of spells we need to buy. We also even need more memory. It's a really good build, Inspov. I tend to agree. I think this build is the most accessibly synergistic one. Like, it's so easy to play, but it also just really, it packs a real punch. And it's nice. It's a good one, for sure. Thanks for the hydrate wave. Tischler, Worm Tremor is a Geomancer spell. A very good Geomancer spell, actually. What it does is, not only does it do a little bit of earth damage, but it also sets a status called Entangled. And normally, Entangled only gets blocked by magic armor. But with the Torturer talent, Entangled no longer becomes blocked by magic armor. And so what it does is it's a root. It basically prevents them from teleporting and like being able to move. And so we can hold stuff in place for 3 turns by using Worm Tremor. So the main gist of our strategy, like moving forward, is going to be combine everything together, hit them with Worm Tremor, and then pelt them with all the spells that we have. And most of the Pyro and Geo spells have a similar area of effect. So you just gather everything together and then just blow them up. It's pretty exciting, pretty fun. I in my opinion anyway. I think it's really good. All right, let's go ahead and yoink some stuff from this guy, and then bye. Wait for him to finish realizing that he's been robbed. Hang on. Come on, dude. Come on. What's he got on his back? Look at that. What is that? Is Gowan part of the Illuminati? What is that eye thing? Alright, there's the experience that we get. We'll see him a little bit later when he dies on the docks there. Hey, Tempest. Yeah, new character.
You're a little light in your trunk, ain't you? Who can blame you with the garbage they got for sale around here?
Alright. Identify my stuff. Any luck? +2 warfare, +1 hydrosophist. That's not lucky, but we will wear it just because it's got the magic armor. What killed me? Just me being an idiot. Couple of magisters in the black pits. Not even like a fight that you would expect me to have trouble with. But it just goes to show you can't take any fight lightly on this game. These are the 3 polymorph spells that I still want. I can sell the rest of the books. Sell crafting materials that we don't need. Those out of here. Shadow essences we don't need. Wood. Firestorm grenades. Nail bomb grenades. Remember, I'm trying to save up to buy a whole bunch of spells. Oh my god, it's called Sweet Mercy. What an item.
Why don't you take a...
To sleep, perchance to dream, dear prince.
This dude some money. Alright, whatever. Is giving him any more money going to make a difference? I'm not even sure. Okay. I really wish that you could... Oh, you can. Select an exact value with the arrow keys. That makes more sense. Does my discount increase at all? Oh, it does. 19%. That's fine. Why didn't you take a gander at my stock? Yeah, because I selected it the other way. It's funny. Take searing daggers and spontaneous combustion. Might as well. You know what? Maybe we'll just sell him this ring because we're going to be getting it back eventually. Take our leave. Like I said, having ignition is very good. I will learn searing daggers and spontaneous combustion, though we may not be using them immediately as part of our combination. What is that oversized helmet? It's literally just how lizards wear int helmets. Early int helmets for lizards look ridiculously silly.
I hope you
That's
love
just kind
your
of the way
bell,
it
my
is.
friend. Its chimes help you find what you seek, or help what you seek find you.
Alright, is 100 gold going to be enough to make friends with you, dude? Yeah, now we're talking. Alright, I don't need men metal, but poison dart would be nice, impalement would be nice, and worm tremor would be kind of important. One might even say pivotal to what it is we're trying to do here. Poison dart's also really good for damage, but impalement is amazing. And worm tremor, of course, is very good. We'll unlearn fortified, put worm tremor in, and then next level we've got to put poison dart in. All right, so now we're starting to get somewhere. Now things are looking pretty nice for us. That rules. Yeah, some of the later ones get even crazier. But yeah, this is pretty wild, isn't it? All right, let's go test our new powers on something. Never unequip that? Well, I'm gonna have to. +1 huntsman's not that great, but soon. By the way, hi Dyspeptic. Dyspeptic, how's it going?
don't. There were
She.
I wait. It isn't.
Oof. I'm so tempted to just buy the... Hang on. 39, 115. So the pickaxe is worth more, but the pants are just really nice. There's something really nice about these pants. What? Can't put my finger on it. They're just really nice. Companion has the nicest butt? Probably Losa, but we don't need to get too far into that, do we? So, Worm Tremor hits through magic armor. So these guys are now entangled for multiple turns. They can't go anywhere, and I can just kind of sit over right next to them. Okay, so remember how I said with Torturer, you want to set things on fire because when things are burning, they have now reduced fire resistance. So now our opponents here have a negative 15 fire resist, and we're about to hit them with some fire. Throw the explosive trap. Throw. Throw. Burn it. And now with Throw Dust, not only are they entangled, but they're blinded. So an enemy that is entangled and blinded both can't see and can't move. Sucks to be them, doesn't it? Trying to heal each other. Enraged. I mean, look, good for you guys. You've managed to successfully... I don't even know what you managed to do there. Kind of low damage yet? Yeah, but, I mean, it doesn't matter if they have low damage. They literally can't move. Well, and also because we only have 1 point in Pyro and 1 point in Geo at the moment. But that's going to change soon as well. Might as well take the thing that gives more strength and more armor. And also, this isn't all the spells that we have. And as you know, as we level up, things will get better. But you can already kind of see where this is going. And like, you notice there, I didn't even have to use my invisibility until way later in the fight. Because, again, they couldn't see me, and they couldn't move. So I had nothing to be scared of. Also, here's contamination. Just go ahead and learn that. Yep, in Spav, exactly. If you use Entangle before the fight starts. But yeah. It's really good. It's really good. We like it. Get over there. We're gonna high ground it. So there's your damage, right? Two down. One to go. Poison Wave gives Earth immunity. Okay, that's fine. Cycle them at all times. The cooldown on this is 5. And it entangles for 4 turns, right? I think it does rely on you going on the first round. But I don't think it's bad math necessarily. I think it's just really strong. Hang on, did I remove... Oh, I removed chloroform from my bar? Alright, well. He's got Earth immunity right now, so I might as well... Let's go hang out next to him. Burn. And then go invisible just to style on him. And he no longer has Earth immunity. And now he's dead. So you can start to see how this build is different than the one that we played just a bit ago, the Arrow Hydro, right? The Arrow Hydro one is a lot of magic CC, and this one only has one real form of CC, because Impalement can set crippled, but it relies on stuff's physical armor to be gone, which we're not fighting against a lot of stuff that only has physical armor, right? Or that only has magic armor. But with only this one form of CC, we're able to just dish out extreme damage.
The frogs are gone.
So that is kind of what it is that we're working with here. I'm gonna go ahead and fight against Griff and friends here. Or maybe I should wait and see if I can hit level 5. Yeah, maybe if I can hit level 5 before fighting against them, I can see if Hilda has anything for sale that I'd want. By that I mean any equipment with thievery in it. If she does, then that would be great. If she doesn't, then whatever. Sure, but with this build in Spav, we do not need to be standing near people. And remember, Blitz has a pretty low attack range, similar to how what's it called? Also has a pretty low radius. Stuff with spells and spells and spells and some fire. I'm so tempted to just like fight these guys at the same time. You know what? Let's do it. Ah, no, I'll fight him. Hey, Biggo. Oh no, yeah, that's no good for sure. You don't want that happening. Hang on. So this guy is burning and poisoned, both. So he's already dead. Whoa, no, stop. Goodness gracious. I'm trying to drag these idiots into the fight. Might as well multitask, you know? That worked. That actually worked perfectly. The music went a bit haywire, yeah, because I killed too much stuff at the same time. The Tambura guy was like, "Oh my god, I gotta play the music. He's too victorious." Let's go ahead and fight these Magisters. I think killing these Magisters and the Source Hound, as well as the Magister that shows up here, should give me enough experience to hit level 5. And then I can check with Hilda, and then I can fight against Griff right after that. Remember, lower their fire resistance before unloading. Another note about the explosive trap is the explosive trap will do more damage if you are the one that detonates it. So by your action, if you detonate the explosive trap, it will take your pyrokinetic into account. If you don't, it'll still do good damage, but it will not do the most damage that it can. So here's the worm tremor for entangled, so they can't move. And here's a blind. So now they can't move and they can't see. Now we just kind of hang out. I mean, we can throw spells at them, or we can just not. Actually, they can see now. The blind only lasts for 1 turn. I'm gonna wait and pull this guy into the fight as well. And then we'll fight against them all at once. You. Get over it. Who says we don't do damage? Alright, we're level 5. So at this point, I can take another point in polymorph. That way I can have more spells, which I'd like to do. Because again, there's still spells that we know that we haven't been able to throw out. In this case, Medusa Head and Spread Your Wings would be nice. I don't need 3 teleports right now, but later on it'll be really good. Go ahead and take another point into memory. Let's go ahead and just verify that we have stuff. So Poison Dart is a great damaging spell. We definitely want that. Searing Daggers is very good as well. And I think I'll take another point in memory, followed by another point in intelligence. And then at level 6, we'll take 2 points in wits. This will allow me to throw in our petrifying spell and spontaneous combustion. There we go. Alright, so we're looking for gear that gives us intelligence, pyrokinetic, or geomancer. Huntsman is fine, but mostly we want pyro and geo. Huntsman is, or sorry, warfare is not helpful for us. But that's fine. Whatever, at least we can sell stuff. And then as far as our wands go, we don't really care about wand attack damage anymore because we're just so busy slinging out spells all the time. But as long as we've got Pyro and Geo together, that's fine. Just in general, it'll be okay. Hydrate and stretch, both of you guys. Lambers and Bigo, thank you very much. Cheers. Since I can't play as a Hydrosophist, you guys have to. Hope everyone's having a really good evening. Good to see y'all. All those familiar faces dropping in tonight. Great to see everybody.
Hey!
Please have a piece of thievery
Light
equipment.
in your trunk, ain't ya?
Nah, no luck.
Who could blame you with the garbage?
Alright, but that's
you got
fine.
to
We
sell
already
around
have the
here?
spells that we need. Let's go ahead and get rid of her. And the rest of our friends, obviously. Aerithurge.
Why don't you take a gander?
Okay. I mean, they're all hanging out over here. Farewell. Farewell. Can play The Last Jedi. You mean Jedi Fallen Order? You mean the new game that came out, or last year or whatever? The Last Jedi. Oh yeah, Fallen Order. That's a good game. I hope you like it. It's very good actually. Boom. Freeze. boss fight. I actually played Fallen Order on this stream. I want to say late 2019. Late 2019 or early 2020. And it's a very fun game, just not one that's... you can't challenge run the thing. Because it's very long and it has unskippable cutscenes, and I just... Like, yeah, I understand. I spend a lot of time doing these runs and stuff, but it's not exactly the same. Alright, and now in possession of some Drudene, I can do Griff's remaining quest here. Or sorry, Red Princess one. Unfair comparisons between it and Sekiro? Yeah, I totally understand what you mean by that, Inspav. The way that it plays.
To sleep, a chance to dream, dear prince. And blessed he may sting from you.
Alright, mash one through this. Red Prince gets 600 experience for this for some reason. And, yeah. Oh, hang on.
To sleep, a chance to
refresh your inventory for me, dude. I don't think he's alive anymore. Cool. Well, we'll take that ring back. Thanks, man. At least that gives us some magic armor. It's not, like, super necessary or anything, but whatever. And now we know Supernova on top of all that. Which, again, we're not going to be using Supernova until much later. Lambert, that was that was actually really, really nice to hear. Because you wonder, he's been doing the Baldur's Gate runs forever. Like, actually forever. And so to hear that he gave me a shout out and I wasn't even there is just really kind. That's extremely kind of him. Yeah, Tempest. There's Hob that was doing the he was doing the no hit for Fallen Order, and then there's Thunder Scepter 11 who did the no damage runs. And then there's someone else did no damage as well, maybe one or two other people. But some actually like really cool streamers that have attempted challenge runs of Fallen Order that are pretty great. I'll have to go back. Honestly, Lambert, I'm gonna have to go back and see what he said, because that's extremely kind. Like, and you know, as we know, I haven't played Baldur's Gate in a while, so. That's exactly what I mean by that, Inspav. Challenge running that game is just, it takes so long to do, and you constantly are getting broken out of the flow. Oh no, I understand, Lambert. I just wanna I wanna see it. Look, I'm not immune from wanting to hear my praises sung. As you guys know, whenever you guys come in and you guys are all being like extremely cute, I am always like extremely grateful for it. All right, let's go become arena champs. pretty straightforward to do.
You come to. She's too.
Everything's already on fire here, so I might as well just hit him with his tails instead. Woo! A lot of damage. I'm gonna walk up here on my invis right here. Need to be a little bit careful about not walking on fire because I don't want to accidentally reveal myself. But now we can hang out up here and dish out damage from the high ground next turn. Alright, here's our double turn. We're gonna go ahead and at least kill these three because the dog can't climb ladders. That's right. The understanding of high ground mechanics is crucial to Star Wars and Divinity alike. What's the deal that sometimes we get to act twice? Okay, sure. Let's explain that one, Tempest. So there is a mechanic here called delay turn. You can only do this if you haven't taken any actions on your current turn yet. What that does is, so do you see how right now, because I have the highest wits, I get to go first. If I select to delay my turn, what it does is it's not an end your turn, so it's not like I'm skipping. What it does is it will put me at the end of the turn queue for the current turn. And when I do that when I'm invisible, the enemies still can't see me, so they won't take action. And then it'll come back to my turn because I delayed it. And then I get a turn right after that because I'm at the start of the next turn's queue. So that's what we're doing there. And which is why we get to sometimes take more actions. Alright, we're Arena Champs. It's a crucial part of pretty much any solo run, is understanding when you can double turn. Yep. Yeah, so if multiple people delay, it's first in, last out. Or sorry, first in, last out. Never done it in your solo runs? Well, you must be a real badass, Tempest. Either that, or you have to tank up a lot more than we have to.
You may yet
You do flee combat. All right, so there's the answer,
again, a warrior
which is not something that we do. Armor with Geomancer. Look at that. Perfect. Starting to find gear that is going to help us do more damage. I can go ahead and ditch something that gives strength. Triple kill. Took initiative back. Entangle. Throw dust. So now he's entangled and blinded and also dead, I guess. Because I had more damage than I was kind of expecting. So it's already starting to come together, and you can see that like each of these turns takes way less time. Like combat with this build, as opposed to the Hydro Arrow Mage. The Hydro Arrow Mage, you have a lot of control over the battlefield, right? You can keep everything stunned, but as has been pointed out a couple times, with this build, you don't need to worry about keeping things stunned. They're already dead.
It's you. She looks so...
The one. You may be the one to say. There's only one. What?
You in now. You get out of this place.
Right.
You keep fighting. You become the one. And you think of old Nibora when it's all over.
Yep. I will think of old Nabora. Thanks to her, we now have no collar. Which means we can wear that amulet that was given to us. Gives +1 intelligence. It's a little bit of extra damage. All right, let's start working our way through the castle. Still lots of stuff to do. We're going to jail. Yeah, if I mash 1 in conversation, we are going to go to jail, aren't we? Alright, that was easier. Cool. Ignition not only with Torturer sets things on fire, but also That's plenty of good damage. Alright, let's just go ahead and just blast away with spells. Oh no, Delaris died. Whatever will we do? And there's the triple entangle and triple blind. Which leaves this guy to try to help his poor teammates. Hint, it didn't work. High ground. We have the high ground. Anakin's everywhere. Beware of our amazing high ground. Tell her to be faking. Yeah, he's just a faker. Remember oh yeah, King Worm, you were here last time. He like got up and just started running around. Little faking piece of crap. He wasn't really hurt. He like got up in the middle of the fight and started running away from the surfaces that I had created. So there's that simple pendant, which gives wits and poison resist. So this could be good if you need the wits. I do not, so I will take the intelligence instead. Now, here's an interesting thing that we have coming up here, because the fire slugs that are coming up do have pretty, well, they have 100% fire resist, so our fire stuff doesn't necessarily do damage. So the question becomes, do I have enough earth damage to be able to kill? And I might. We'll go ahead and give it a shot. Alright. Set decay on them to utilize fire skills? Yeah, but then that would require that I actually get through their physical armor, which I can't do, so. What seems to be the problem here? It says I can attack. Target is out of sight, even though, look at the entire line of sight. Oh, there's the tiniest bit of smoke right there. I'd like to just target the ground behind. at all possible. There we go. See? I can totally hit it. Game is lying. Looks like it's got pretty high poison resistance as well. It's more than a little annoying. The fire slugs are running after me, which is fine. I can sort of handle that. Again, my main target is still down here, and I can go invisible when I need to. Perfect, okay. Invis. Reposition myself, and then we'll rinse and repeat on this guy. Complete with an entangle for this one. Two more slugs to go. Actually, 3 more slugs to go. But eliminating the prince, or sorry, the royal fire slug. Worm tremor is disgusting with tremor, or with torture. It's really good. It's really good. No, it gives no experience. It's just flavor. Unfortunately. Because I think it's hilarious. Now they're gonna try and heal each other up. Nice. Very good. You guys happy? One more. One more of these, and then we don't have to worry about fire immune stuff until almost the end of the act. At which point we'll have much more powerful earth spells than what we have now. Actually, I mean, they'll be the same earth spells. It's just going to be stronger versions of them.
The bizarre creature.
There are some burning skeletons in Brachus Rex's maze, Kisat, that are fire immune. And thus we cannot use our full combo on them. Yeah, they're real assholes, and they explode into fire on death too. They're some of the most annoying things that you have to fight in the act. I mean, you don't have to fight them. Yeah, well, I mean, we use the Ring of Brachistrex to get through the maze ourselves, but then I circle back in order to, Oh, I'm sorry, Zircon. That is extremely rude of me. Next time, I'll definitely die while you're here. Wait. Alright, great. So this area is now complete, and we can continue moving on up. Again, by the time we leave the fort, we will be level 6 and change. And we already have access to all of our spells that we need.
Let's. The hound.
Throw the ball. Open the door. Get the exploration experience. Keep this cage key. We'll use it once we have Pet Pal. We just don't yet. Take the high ground here. Teleport this guy down. Attack. Can we fight? Thanks. It's gonna be close, so it doesn't look exactly like. Oh, we can hit all 4 of them with Worm Tremor. Look at that. Worm Tremor has an enormous radius, so it's actually really, really good for this sort of thing. Okay. Wow. He just shot a water bill to put out fire? Dude, the AI in this game is so smart. Did you see that? I mean, he was still poisoned and died, but I thought it was smart. Hang on. The heck is in here? Do I always just ignore this chest? What's going on, Grandpa B? Oh, that is some straight up garbage in there. Now you're right. It is apparently straight garbage. It's really good, Kisat. Because then you get elemental affinity, then you get executioner, then you know it really actually it really slaps. Savage at 13, yeah. Savage at 13 is also really good. Yeah. It's probably a good point. And you may even need to. You can even probably delay Executioner until level 21, or until you beat. Yeah, you may not even need it. You just get Hothead instead, especially as we're playing as Prince. Hothead might actually be better. Since we're not playing as a human, we don't get the extra crit. I think you even just take Hothead anyway. Can't play for me to play DOS 1? Yeah, I'm excited to do it too. Should be fun. It's gonna be different. No, we're definitely gonna do it, Kisat. I no sense in ignoring, like, if we're gonna play a build that is going for max power, then you definitely go for the best skills. It's just, you know, you have to remember that just because you have the most powerful spell in the game, you still have to execute correctly. Relatively, yeah. I mean, again, remember, it's not just about beating the game, it's about doing all the things that we do. So, there's still... Boom. Blinded, entangled. Where'd everyone go? A little bit easier to land, right, Kisat? Like, think about all the things we had to do just to CC stuff with our Hydro Arrow Mage. You have to cast Rain, then you have to cast another ability. Or if you don't have Rain available, then you have to cast the same kind of Chilled or the same kind of Shocked. Deploy mass trap. I know. Yeah. We're getting deploy mass traps pretty early, and we're also getting the throw dust. You know, the dust blast, which is basically dust blast is basically pyroclastic light, and we're gonna have that for the Alexander fight. So we're gonna be exactly. We're gonna be using that against Alexander, because you can get it that early. And of course, we'll have it available for us in the on the Lady Vengeance as well for that reason. But yeah, I mean, you gather everything together, and it does its area damage the exact same way that that Pyroclastic does. Relatively pure Geomage? Yeah, Geo's really strong. But there is stuff that you have to be worried about, like, there was stuff that you had to avoid fighting, right? I assume?
You notice it, a chunk.
What else is there that's immune to Geo? Obviously, aside from the from what you just mentioned. I feel like there's more. Yeah, King Worm. There's a lot of people make the same joke, but yeah, I absolutely agree. Pocket Sand's super good. Plants in Lord Kem's garden. Oh yeah. Hat? Water. Boo. Grandpa B, I think the more proper response is to use a shield. Rather than putting anything in Constitution. I mean, obviously you have to put some in Constitution to wear a shield, but I think playing Arrow Hydra with a shield is just a lot smarter than what I was doing. I was really, like, I was essentially glass cannoning it, and it made me have to play so carefully in order to avoid getting killed. I know, it's weird that Adramalik doesn't have that high of... Shields are for wimps. No, you're absolutely right. Shields are totally for wimps. But still. But still... There's no way I can attack this thing from up here, is there? I'm standing here. Is there a way for me to reach it? Not really. Can I throw a spell at it or something? Sort of can. Greetings, Casper. How's it going today? Welcome on in. Move it out of place first, then attack it? Oh yeah, I suppose that would have made sense, huh? Oh well. It's in the past now. Right, you go hang out over there. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right, King Worm? It's not that you need to use a shield all that often. It's just you need to use a shield, like, just a little bit. Because if we had saved ourselves one hit there and not gotten frozen, then we would have been just fine. You're watching Star Wars media? Dude, that's awesome, Casper. Lots of good stuff there. Continue hanging out here. Alright, rain has stopped falling. Where are these guys going? It's very strange that they're all kind of scattering the way that they are. Okay, whatever. Can I hit him, at least? Good. So hit him once, and hit this one twice. I'm gonna go ahead and combust on this guy. Easy kill. Need to kill that one, don't I? Let's go ahead and hit it with 30 to 34, huh? Dang. Alright. Here's the play. I'm gonna blind that one. Then I'm gonna go ahead and port myself over here. And Medusa head on this one. What up? I'm the best. What's going on, Karma Farmer? How much damage is Impalement doing? Not enough. 32 to 35. Couldn't rely on it to be a killer. The heck is this guy going? Excuse me? Oh, he's trying to take the high ground against me? Cute. Stop, in the name of the law. Oh, that healed him. Whoopsie. Yeah, it's weird that they did it that way, Kisat. But, I mean, God bless Fossil Strike, it's still really good. It's just strange. Cool. Alright, this was relatively straightforward here.
You sense a grip from its depths. A faint voice howls. This must be the container that holds Lord Withermore's soul. The dusty jar.
Pick up. We'll take that to Withermore in just a bit. $13 strength required to pry open these things. Sometimes you get lucky and find stuff in here, though we don't have any points in Lucky Charm, so. Yeah. Womp womp. Alright, let's go to Withermore. We're gonna get double experience for the Withermore quest as well. We're gonna act like we're not gonna destroy the jar, so we'll get the experience for that, and then we're gonna destroy the jar and get the experience for that. So we're double dipping on yet another quest. Not lazy anymore? Yeah, Biggo, because before I only thought it was giving us an extra like 200 experience. Now, I realize that now that we have this way to do it, then I might as well.
You have. What? You will not walk.
See, so we get 1,400 experience for this. See, I thought it was a choice between 1,400 and 1,200. What I didn't realize is that it was actually a choice between 1,200 and 3,000 when you add all that together. Alright, we got another point in memory, which is great. We can put chloroform back on the bar for a little bit more magic CC. And we're going to go ahead and level up by doing the Niles fight. So we'll hit level 6, and then after that, it's just going to be a matter of 2 more fights in the fort and outside the fort. So Niles next. So this build tears through the early game and then continues to just tear through the rest of the game. It's just so strong, actually. It's a really strong build. Get away from me, dude. Sure, he's got a lot of magic armor and stuff. I am already Fort Joy champ, yes. I am the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep me down. It did the thing again. It did the delay turn bug again. And now I can't end my turn or... What the hell? This is the second time this has happened so far today, and that's actually really, really annoying. Because this means I have to reveal myself by ending turn, which I absolutely don't want to do. And there is nowhere to reload. Remember, guys, this is a no reloads. I'm not running around saving the game. Can't move, can't flee. Let's see if, can't do that either. happens if I close the game, then we'd have to redo the last like half hour of content. Hey JJ, is the PS4 version of the game as good as the PC version? Anyone here played the PS4 version or any console version that can kind of relay that information? I don't have that information, but perhaps somebody in my chat does. Let's see if we die. He might actually kill us here. Yeah. Alright. Looks like we're dead. If I save the game and reload, will I be put in the same spot in combat? Possibly, but who knows, Zircon. The only way we survive this is if this one dies and Niles somehow doesn't kill us. You think I should load because of bugs? Really? I don't know. Sure, why not? That's really, really annoying. Because if you're not going to let me delay turn, at least let me do something else. Now I have to do this whole fight again. What even happened? I hit the delay turn button, but the game didn't allow me to delay the turn. Instead, it just kind of locked up on where I was without letting me move. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be fine with this. It's really frustrating to have to redo the last 3 fights. For us to watch, yeah, I suppose. But I want to finish the fort and go to bed. So how much are you burning for? 8 to 9. At least you're entangled. You can't really move. And you're also entangled, right? Hydrate. Thanks, Zircon. Appreciate it. The loot is different as well. That's a little bit frustrating, honestly. But whatever, I'll take it. So you said I can move this thing around? You frickin' lied to me. Okay. forgot to ignite before I did it. Mistake. Using ignition before doing the fire traps combo is important. This won't reach both. Okay. We'll focus these two then. Bust this one. Throw dust at that one. Burn it. Missed. Nice. That one's already dead. See, this is not so fun. A skeleton be blinded by dust? Yeah, don't ask. No freaking idea. But we won this fight already. Now I have to redo it. It's super annoying. Okay, you get the hell out of here. If it makes it there. If it makes it there, Kisat. Has to make it there. Happened to the Ifan build? Exclamation point death. I played like crap and I got bopped for it. Okay. Thanks for the GG, Haven. Hope you're doing well. Oh wait, I don't even need to do that. I just need to make sure I have initiative over it.
Good sir.
Okay.
You have. You will not walk.
Just having one of those days, yeah. Mine was actually pretty good. It actually was pretty good. Just feeling a little bit miffed, like I said. We just lost like 15 minutes worth. And I'd really like to finish the fort before signing off for the day. We're so close to finishing the fort up. It doesn't make any sense for me to not. But maybe I'll actually start quick saving. This is the second time this has happened ever, and they both just happened today, so I don't know what's going on. They're attacking. The meat golems are starting to attack the silent monks. Something about hurting Niles or hurting this agitated silent monk makes it so that they fight each other. I'm not sure what exactly it is. I'm happy to just get him to fight. Oh, so like I said, my chat does not show me the community challenges, but I just want to say I really do appreciate what you guys have done. Thank you so much for, for being such a great community here. And I really hope that you guys do enjoy some of the community challenges that I put together. It'll be really fun to play, and I hope you guys will like it. Baldur's Gate is finito. Thanks so much, guys. Wow, in 2 days. In 2 days, you put in that many points for it. That's awesome. I'm really excited to do that. How long have I been streaming? Not sure. Almost 4 hours. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I got a little bit of a late start tonight as well. Wow, these guys are really... Wait a minute. This monk attacked Niles. I have no freaking idea. Oh, in Total Tempest? Well, that's an interesting question because I used to... My account is... my account is almost 10 years old. I used to stream as a StarCraft commentator and caster. And then I streamed StarCraft Ladder back in like 2012, 2013. Switched over to Dota 2, played Dota 2 for a few years, and then stopped streaming sometime around 2015 or 16. And I would fire it up very, very, very infrequently, just to show friends what I was playing. Yeah, you can put points on everything, Bigo. Yeah. If more than one succeeds, we'll do all of them. Or we'll do whatever ones succeed. And then about a year and change ago, something like that. I want to say like October 2019. We started streaming again, just as kind of an outlet for myself, and it's sort of taken off a little bit. And again, that's in large part thanks to you guys. Really do appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. Ever play World of Warcraft? No. You have me pegged incorrectly, Haven. Sorry to say. Hold these two in place. These two can't move, so I might as well just attack this one. And his friend over here. Or just hit him 3 times. Burn it. EG1 and 2 both do have co-op, yes. And the co-op actually kind of works now. So they're really good. Used to be very buggy. Now, not so much. Wow, that didn't connect. Okay, whatever. Can't teleport them. Derp. There we go. Big O, I have to figure that out. I wasn't anticipating the community challenge to get filled out so quickly, but then again, I forgot how many of you there are and how many points you guys have accumulated. So yeah, it'll probably be sometime this month. Depending on how this current run goes. Honestly, might as well just hang on to Needle's wand.
Power is power.
Storm's Fire, thanks so much for the follow. Oh, right, we leveled up. Let's go ahead and take our first point in Persuasion. This is for later. Zen, the interesting thing about my Baldur's Gate playthroughs is they're not going to be very indicative of what the game is actually like to play. Similar to what we're doing here, well, the Baldur's Gate no damage runs specifically rely on heavy metagame knowledge. I don't spoil the story very much, though I do play the game a lot differently than you would if you were playing it on your first try. So just fair warning about that. But playing it no damage is pretty cool. All right, let's keep taking points in Geomancer. We'll keep doing that for the next 3 levels. So 7, 8, and 9, we're also going to take Geomancer. So we'll have maxed out Geomancer at level 9 when we go to fight against Alexander. In here, I need to take points in wits so that I can fight against Wendigo when we get outside the fort. Yeah, BG3 full release is going to be the best way to experience it. My buddy and I played it, played the early access, and it's fine. Like I don't want to say it's not fine, because it's cool, but it's just too unfinished for me to really play it and kind of take it seriously, and especially not to like challenge run it. I saw people that were doing like speed runs and stuff, and I'm like, it's an unfinished early access game. I'm not sure if challenge running it makes any sense, especially as you have no idea how it's going to end up. Oh, this ring gives pyrokinetic. Let's go ahead and put that on, and I'll check with Nabora and see if she has another ring, perhaps it has pyrokinetic or geomancy in it.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before
Huntsman.
returning to her work.
In all honesty, Huntsman is better than Warfare Hydrosophist, so we'll go ahead and take that off of her hands. Oh yeah, no, I'm not concerned about lack of content. I mean, I can keep doing these runs. There's nothing wrong with just continuing to do these runs. Now that is a ring right there. Look at that. Finesse, Scoundrel, Pyrokinetic. Oh no, I don't blame them at all for it. It's just not something that I'm interested in, is what I'm saying.
Good to see.
There we go. Twinkle Eyes. Yeah. I understand that speedruns start at demo. It's just that, especially with Baldur's Gate, the game can change so much between now and release. Just as, again, I didn't play Divinity or DOS 2 in its early access. I only started playing this game last year, but I understand that this game was much different in its infancy than it ended up being. So it would just be, for me anyway, it would be really frustrating to like learn how to play Baldur's Gate 3 in early access and then have to relearn how to play the game when it comes out. You know what I mean? For me personally, I think I'd find that very frustrating. But that's not to say that other people can't. BG3 is going to be super fun. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be a good game. All right, Huntsman versus this. That's good. Okay. As long as the BG3 early access until they're done with the game. I would expect it to go for at least another year, honestly. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to come up and die with your friends? I mean, I asked it like it was a question. It was not, in fact, a question. Wow, they all kept each other alive. This one survived with 1 hit point. Look at that. What a bunch of badasses they have over there. Oh, okay, you want a lifesteal, so you're attacking her? Sure, I'll take it. If you want to kill her, that's fine by me, dude. I get the experience either way. Nice AI. Searing daggers should be enough. Yep. Poisoned and burning. For how much? Yep, enough to kill you. Let's move on down to here. And get to work on them. The chloroform throw here is to just get rid of magic armor. It's not to attempt to actually put things to sleep. You can throw stuff at me. Very cute. Uh-huh. That fight done. PG3 is the only game that I have bought in early access ever. I just know that I'm going to be playing it, so you might as well. But yeah, like some of you guys are saying, I don't purchase a lot of games, like new games myself. It's all good. I'm glad that you guys are having a conversation. This is what I like, you know? I don't have to be involved, but I do like that you guys are talking about stuff. Good for you. Alright, as always, we're gonna stand right here. This person's gonna get dragged into combat in a spot where she does not want to be. In fact, let's pull her even closer. So we're removing Magisters from the Griff fight. Or sorry, not the Griff fight, the Cork fight. So we're making it so that the Cork fight is going to be a 1-on-4 that we'll join and make it into a 2-on-4, as opposed to the 1-on-6 that it would have been. We already eliminated one Magister from it, the guy that was on patrol here that we eliminated. So we already removed him from that fight, and now we're removing this archer from the fight as well. So that's kind of what we were doing here. Go to sleep. Wake up. Alright. So now we're gonna swing into this fight. In a way that is a little bit unexpected. Don't mind this rock. You guys keep arguing, it's fine. It's really not a big deal. Don't mind me at all. I'm just kind of running around. Perching myself on the high ground here in a spot where I can grab this young lady to teleport. Hit all three of them with burning like this. I can go ahead and entangle these fools. And then let's go ahead and blind them as well. So, entangled and blinded, they're done. This guy is gonna fight against Cork, and that's fine. We can just let him do that. No big deal at all. In the meantime, I will buff myself up. And I can throw this at him just to hurt his magic armor a little bit. And it's my turn again. Well, how about we
is power.
Go ahead and finish murdering these guys. JJ, thanks so much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying this stream. Here, I'll just pop these guys with a fireball. Might as well use peace of mind on myself first. There it is. Cork is like, oh, that guy's dead. I'm running away from that. Cute move. And that one's dead. This is probably going to hurt Paladin Cork a little bit, and, you know, apologies to him and all that, but maybe he shouldn't be standing directly next to this thing.
potions. I must.
All right. Well. Maybe don't stand next to oil barrels when I'm about to explode everything. Just tips for next time for that Magister. Probably the easiest Cork rescue we've ever done. That fight was over in literally 3 turns. And then 3 of the Magisters didn't get a chance to do literally anything. That was awesome. Haven, thanks for the hydrate. Zircon, thanks for the stretch. Appreciate you guys looking out for me today. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are great. For real. Okay. Mr. Captain is dead as well. Pyrokinetic. I will go ahead and take the Geomancer one instead. On PC, it's the spacebar, but you can... Yeah, Big O, I thought about it a little bit too late. And you can only have 3 community challenges at once, so maybe now that the Baldur's Gate one is already there, I can put the DOS one in there. But the thing is, I was already planning on doing a DOS one, so it wasn't. It's not. I don't need to ask you guys if you want to see me play DOS one because I was already planning on doing it. You know what I mean? All right, and we escaped the fort. Oh, we're a very nice, like an extremely nice percentage of a level right there. Just super nice.
The hooded man exudes a restrained menace that near matches your own. As he raises his head, the hood falls
Pyrokinetic
back,
ring.
revealing the gleaming
Awesome.
bone visage of an
Go ahead and
undead.
take that. We need to be friends with him first. Perfect. Pyrokinetic. And then we can sell him all this other crap that we don't need. Good amount of money, which is great because I have a lot of stuff to sell. Now he only has 122 left, so I'll sell him this and with 49 gold. Okay. All right, we kind of cleaned him out there.
Be not frightened. Perhaps I can even offer.
So with 2 pyrokinetic rings, so we're maxing out Geomancer while also getting gear that gives us pyrokinetic, and it's keeping everything kind of on pace with us, which is great. It's really good. All right, guys. This is a perfect spot to end tonight's stream. Tomorrow night we will go ahead and finish Act 1 with this character. Including the Lady Vengeance fight. So plenty more Act 1 to go, but this is a great spot to stop. We're level 6, we just escaped the fort, we've finished destroying everything inside the fort. So everything is great. Thanks so much for watching tonight's stream, you guys. Really appreciate you guys and all your support. To all the new followers, hopefully you'll join me next time. Like I said, we'll be continuing from this spot. To everyone that hung out in chat today, asked questions, made comments, I like the community discussion that you guys were having about other games, so that's awesome. Great to see you guys talking about stuff that you are passionate about, and I get to sort of join in. So that's awesome. Hopefully, like I said, you guys will join me next time. Until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe, wear the masks, do all the things that you got to do, and I will see you guys soon. Like I said, tomorrow evening around 9 p.m. Pacific time. Bye, everybody. Good night.